All right, what's up, y'all? It's your man JB, aka Pirate Bucky, aka John Browning, a, aka I'm John Brown. Anyways, if you like my stuff, please put a like, and if you would uh, subscribe, that would really help my channel a lot. So, anyways, I have a story, a series, a number of stories, maybe two, maybe three. I don't know. I don't know where this is gonna go. Because I just now remembered that I was in the market the other day and I saw a dignified gentleman um, standing in line, and he had a tattoo, a very big tattoo, along his arm in a Western font. I don't know what the font was. I should have asked him. But he may not have known. Shut up. Um, and it said cowboy. And I was fascinated. It wasn't the Cowboys, the football game thing. It just said cowboy in a Western font. And I had to ask him. I said, I like your tattoo. Can you tell me about it? He said, I, I grew horses for 37 years. Something like that. And I said, oh, do you have a ranch up here? And he said, no, it was in Mariloma. Well, when he said that, I got confused. Because I said, is that near San Diego? And he said no. And then I thought, oh my God, I'm just remembering that lady that I dated in San Diego. Good old Mariloma. Miss Loma. Mm, yes, Lord. I hollered. Anyways, but I didn't tell him that. And so he said, no, it's in a rural part of Riverside County. I was like, oh yeah, I remember. And I did. And then, so it's a place. I know. And then I wrote my sister about this, and she said, because he's a horse owner, he owned thoroughbreds, and she's primarily with Arabian horses. But anyways, she told me, I know that farm that he had, and um, I used to drive by there, and when it was selling, I wanted to buy it, but I couldn't. And isn't it interesting that I got to meet the dude who owned the farm that my sister would drive by and wanted to buy? That kind of rhymed. Uh, right now I'm looking at the bottles on my shelf, and there's a bottle called Male Bounce. I'm saving that. I ain't ready for biosyntropy yet. Supports optimum testosterone levels? Huh. I wonder if I need that. I don't know that I need that right now. Maybe in, like, when I'm 90? So, anyways, that's one stir. I forgot the other stir. How do I pause this thing? I don't know. I was watching. There's a picture. I seen a picture of a dude, a kid, and he looks like me at that age. It's a black and white picture, and he's pointing like this. And okay, this is weird. Talk about syntropy. Um, I saved it because I wanted to show it to my sister and see if she thought it looked like me, which she will probably agree, and that's a rhyme. And then, just out of nowhere, something comes up on YouTube the next day or two or whatever. I don't know what time it is. What time it is? What time it is? I'm John Brown. Okay. Whoa. That's. It must be doctor time. Doctor time. So, anyways, then okay, what am I watching? Okay, Lost in Space, right? That kid is from Lost in Space. He worked on it. It was a TV show, sci-fi. He was there from 7 to 14 years old, something like that. And then the show was just immediately canceled for unknown reasons. The actors didn't even know why. They weren't even told. So I'm watching this on YouTube to an AI talker. I can't stand those, but whatever. I need information. As do you, dear viewer. And so what's weird is this kid, okay, on the documentary that I'm watching, they showed this kid at like 70 or whatever he is now, and he still kind of looks like me, and he has all fucking jacked up teeth like me. I was like, maybe I'm not John Brown. That's a dumb story. I got more dumb stories, but I can't remember what they are. I'm not trying to be gangster. Oh, I know what the story was. Um, I just put this to the side so that it doesn't obscure things. If you put it in the back, it falls off when you look up. And always look up. No, after the soiree yesterday, which I ain't even going to talk about, except to mention that there was an adult Easter egg hunt. You know what a. There's two versions of that. Actually, there's probably way more versions. Our version was the big Easter eggs were for adults, little ones were for kids, and Miss Bunny, I forget her name, but she was dressed in a bunny costume. Adorable. She was out with the kids looking for the kids' Easter eggs, and then they told us adults. They said, y'all can do an Easter egg hunt too. And I was like, I don't care. And they said, some of the eggs have candy. I was like, I don't care. And they said some of the eggs have alcohol. And I was like, hook me up with some of it. The heck is that? I don't know. It tastes like very, very strong mint. I'll tell you that. So I went ahead and got an egg, and it had an alcohol in it. Had the rumple mints or whatever it's called. And then other adults got their eggs. Oh, here's a joke. Um, Another form of this is so. Oh, another form of Easter egg hunt is you're a man. It's freezing cold outside, and you have to look down to wondering where your Easter eggs are. Oh, oh, it's terrible. But we all know it happens. It gets cold and things just disappear. And then you're like, where did I put that? Or was that just nature? Was that nature or nurture? So stupid. Um, so the dudes that I saw yesterday, um, some Mexican dudes, and I always like to hang out with them, and we just crack each other up telling jokes and stuff. And one of the guys really loves homemade peanut brittle for some reason. I grew up on it, so I don't care, right? I love beer. So they came by and I was like, "What's up, y'all? What's up?" And it's like there's there's I ain't gonna say names, but there's three, and then there's a fourth one. The quiet one. That's how you do. And they were like, we were just in the neighborhood. We thought we'd come by and say hi, check on you, make sure you're okay after last night's soiree. You know, and that's a rhyme. And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And so we was talking for a while, and they was all sucking on lollipops. I don't know what that is. I mean, I never liked a lollipop. I always liked gumdrops, something you can chew, like them gummies I had too much of last night. But anyways, I thought I'd pull out a little comedic humor, and I like to mess with them, like be unpredictable, because they don't know me too good, and I don't know them too good. I just like to make people laugh. So I said, now I've got a lollipop in my mouth, and I take it out and I go, this bores me. Why don't we play a game of basketball? And they're like, ain't no damn basketball hoops around here. But they're thinking, what if I know there is? What if I know where there's a basketball thing where we can play basketball? I mean, why the hell not? Who doesn't like to play basketball? And I said, and they're just kind of looking at me like, huh? And I go, assemble your crew. I was wearing, oh, I was wearing jeans and this coat and my flannel shirt, which a lady friend gave me. I like them a lot. I mean, lady friends. Flannel shirts are cool too. And I had already put in speed stick all over it in my beard and stuff because I wanted to smell power fresh. That's my favorite. That's one of my lady friends. She said, "How you smell so good?" I said, "That's my speed stick." I'm John Brown. All right. I have no idea how to. Oh, I think I know how to turn this off. Now, before I go, what the heck is Ultramax? I don't know, but it's fresh. Just like your man, JB. Pirate Bucky in the house. Signing out. What keeps it real. Except when we can't turn the damn thing off. Did I tell you that when I saw... Oh, yeah, I told you that. Stop record. Okay.